So let's get started. I just added to maximize this and extra. This is a simple one line of code to maximize the window I have added. So other than that, remaining thing is fine. And yeah, that's it. Okay. And I'll run one more. Let's see. See, we even browser also maximizing. It's still failing. I don't understand why. Others are, other browsers, it is working fine. Yeah, these are all test case issues, okay, but you can see they are all running parallel. So that's what this, no, how can see, remaining test cases are completed. Edge test 1, uh, Firefox test 2, Chrome test 3, Edge test 2, there are other issues. So these are all expected condition failed. See, my account is not visible. Okay, that's an issue. Let me see. Can we see this? Localhost. Oh, here it is. My account is there, right? It is available, but why it's complaining? Timed out. My account. This is not available. Timeout exception. So XPath, basically we have to use a proper XPath for that. That's where it is. Okay, anyway, so this the we can correct this later and but so this all here it is not able to click on this my account, click my account, right? So why it is not opening? Yeah, go here and it's not able to find out that my account. Where is that my account? My account menu. This is giving a trouble. So we have to find out a different approach. Just see this. Is there any other alternative for that? They also have given same. And let's see, we'll try to use this. It's the same here also, right? It's the same. There is no difference. Okay. Now only we'll run this here and we'll find out here whether it is running or menu is missing here. Okay. Maximize, it's not maximizing. Oh, it's not maximizing. So now it is passed, but it's not maximizing. We have written code here, right? Already. Get driver and maximize. This code is not executing. Oh, full screen.
Is that maximize?
Yeah, just maximize is enough. Yeah, maximize is enough. It's going in. Yeah. Now here it worked, but yeah, definitely it will work here also. Okay. No issues. So that is no, it's not with the menu is not visible. That's why it was looking for that. Yeah, now it is good, right? We are just maximizing properly. Yeah. Before it was running in a full screen mode. We don't need in full screen. See, now it is good. Yeah, perfect. It's going fine now. So when you're running parallelly, your system also should support that much, no? Because multiple instances are running, right? It should be, supporting properly. But in the real time, you have nice machines there already configured, so that you won't see this much slow. So now everything going fine now, right? So no issues. That yeah. So that's all. All the tests are run perfectly. See, 13 tests passed. So this is the how you can run parallel. But let me show you how to run classes parallelly. You want to run classes parallel. So how can we do that? Simple. Take this again. I'll just copy this, paste that. Again you have to change here little bit. Parallel testing. I'll just put a different name. I'll provide parallel to distinguish between previous one and this one. So what you need to do here, instead of tests, you have to put classes. But so you should not do all this in the same. So here you have to mention all of them. Okay, just mention all of them. Remaining thing you can delete. Another class. Just delete this and this one. You can make it. Okay, we need parameters, right, for this. So we can just put a parameters. First copy this class. So then you can so give these parameters here. So which class required these parameters, that will take. Remove everything. Okay. So how many classes you want to run parallelly? You include all the classes under classes tag. So which browser? You chose the browser as a Chrome. So let's run this 3 classes parallel. Okay. So just right click and run this as. The 3 Chrome browsers will launch. Say 3. Each thing one it will run. See, this one is running. This another one is localhost is running. The open cart one. So like that, you can mention all how many classes you want to run parallel. So 3 Chrome browser instances launched. Parallelly, they're running independent, task. This is how you can do that. So, but everything is you have to answer for this is in the suit tag. So what we need to mention? Parallel attribute is classes. Parallel attribute is classes you have to mention. If you want to run multiple browsers, parallel equal to test, then you should have a test tags multiple. Okay, multiple test tags you have to create. That's the only difference. Are we good now?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll push this code also to my GitHub. I'll give the access to you so that it will be easy for you to find out all this. Today I'll push this code and you can see this web drive. If any reference you want, you can go through this. So same thing. Even a framework also, we are going to do the same thing. There is no difference. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the base. This is the WebDriver factory is the base class. And this method is the one which is creating instance. Okay. Now, let's go on. That's all about TestNG basic things, right? So we covered how to run test cases parallelly in the same browser, multiple instances, and also you can run multiple browsers also how to run. I have shown you. So this is another configuration mainly. So this is the multiple, each browser instance, one test tag you have to create. Make sure. So you set up for that multiple. Okay. So that's how we can do this multiple browsers running. So next, so the actions class we need to understand. So actions class is another very important class. Let me explain actions class methods and those things. So actions class is mainly used for doing a keyboard and mouse actions. If you want to do a keyboard and mouse actions, you will use this actions class. So keyboard mouse actions, how can we do that is just actions class inside you have so many methods like performing the right click operation like click and hold and then sending multiple keys. If you want to press any key and release the key. So all these methods are ready-made available in the actions class. So that actions class, so you have to just create object for actions class and then so that object reference dot and you can call all these methods one by one method. So so which package this is available? arg.openkey.selenium.interactions package. And so this class, while creating object, you have to pass a driver reference. So you have to pass a driver reference. And first method is a click method. So build, I will explain. Click method is So there are two types of methods. Click with the web element. So there is a click method without parameters. It clicks at the current mouse location. Click web element on element is, so it is going to click on the element. So that's the two methods you are observing here. And then you have click and hold with web element. So this without parameter is there, right? That is the where the mouse is there, that place it will perform this click and hold action. What is click and hold? Clicks without releasing at the current mouse location. That, like, left mouse button. Then you have to release it with the release method. If you call click and hold, you must release that with the release method. There is a release method here. So let me show you here. We have a release method. Yeah, here it is a release method. So it releases the left mouse button. Click and hold will click and hold that left mouse button. If you call click and hold, you must call the release method also. You must call the release method also. And next one. So we have seen click and hold. And there is another one, context click methods. So context click also overloaded. You have a with parameters, without parameters. So context click generally it will perform the right click operation. Context click will perform the right click operation. So basically right click operation if you want to do, and this is the how you can do. So right click operations we can perform with this context click method. So any element if you want to do a context click, this is the one. Okay. Then context click of web element. You can right click on particular element. Then there is a double click. So whenever you want to perform the double click operation in particular mouse location, you can call without parameters 1. And there is another thing, context click, double click of element. You want to perform the double click operation on particular element, you can call this method. Then drag and drop. So drag and drop is basically web element source and web element target. So performs the click and hold at the location of the source element and moves to the location of the target element, then releases the mouse. Can you observe here? 3 methods combination is this drag and drop. Click and hold, move to element 2, and release method. These are the 3 methods they included in the drag and drop, but simplified. They simplified your methods. You don't need to call multiple, right? So that's why you can use this drag and drop if you want to drag and drop any objects in the page, and this one you can use. Okay. Next. So you have next, what is a drag and drop by. So you have a source element, but you want to drag and drop based on the X and Y coordinates. And this is another one you can use, drag and drop by. So here also, but 3 methods used here. So click and hold at the location of source element and moves by a given offset and releases the mouse. Moves by, there is a one more method, moves by. That method you are using here. So in this drag and drop, move to element method is there. So basically you want to mouse over, move to element method generally we will use. Instead of that, you can use a moves by. Moves by method is there. I'll show you that. Next, key down, keys dot key name. You want to press any key, you will use key down. So key down on the web element, particular web element, you want to press this key, you can call key down. So key up, keys dot key name, and key up to web element. So overloaded method, every method is overloaded here. So one is with a single parameter, or another one is without parameters. So like that you can use all these parameterized methods, and overloaded methods, which one you want, you can use. So if you call key down, you must use key up. You have to release that same key, right? Otherwise it won't release. So key down doesn't release, it just hold it. So you have to release after your actions is done. You release with the key up method. So this is what I was talking, move by offset. So in the drag and drop by, there is a second part, moves by given offset, right? That's what the moves by offset method is there. And you can give x coordinate and y coordinate. Maybe that element x coordinate, y coordinate you find out, and you can give in this method when you're calling. Another mouse over, sorry, you can do mouse over with the move to element method. Move to element, web element, element. You can mouse over on that particular element with move to element method. So move to element, based on the x and y coordinate, you can use this, but generally this is enough for us. So these are the some of the methods, very important. And every method after, you have to change the perform method. So perform method will complete the action. So what is the advantage of perform method? It complete the action. So that's why this is the perform method is very important. If you don't call perform method, your action won't be finished. So then send keys method, you can send multiple keys if you want. That's what the send keys method purpose. And send keys only on this element you can send this key. So like that you can call all this. But how to use all these methods? First you have to create object for actions class, and this object reference dot the method name, then perform method. Perform method is mandatory. Every method after you have to call the perform method. That's very, very important. So if you are performing multiple actions, there is a build method. Build method generally, composite actions will be triggered. So ready to be performed, it will make it ready, and that will be done by build method. Build method will return a action interface. So there is a actions class, action interface, both are different. Actions class is all the methods you have. Action interface is a build method returns action object reference, action interface object reference. Then this composite action dot perform method you have to call. Perform method is mandatory. If you don't write perform method, it won't complete. It won't know. So complete the action. So perform method is mandatory. On this composite action, you are calling the perform method. So maybe you can call directly here itself perform. You don't want again one more reference. You can call here itself. So that's all about actions class. Let's go and do that first drag and drop test. Okay, this is the test steps, what you need to do. So open this browser. So open this application. Okay, so we'll open this application. So here is the option, you have drag and drop here like this. But this one is in the iframe inside. So first you find the iframe and then identify the source element, identify the target element, and just directly call the drag and drop method. Just write your click and hold and moving the cursor, moving that object to another object. So that's a drag and drop. Or you can call three methods: click and hold, the source, and move to element to the target and release there. So three methods. So three methods also, I'll show you that. Let's go and write the code for this. And I'll create a new package overall. The package name I'll give actions package. Com dot actions. See another class. So right click, create a new class, and drag and drop. Otherwise, one method we can, one test case you can create, right? All this if you want instead of multiple classes, but yeah, it's up to you how you want. Again, the same concept. What you can do, the before class, after class, you can just copy paste there. So you don't need to write multiple. Just take this before class and after class. So we can pass this private WebDriver, these things. If you required WebDriver wait, take that. Otherwise, not. Okay. So now I'll create a test. Test is mandatory. If you want anything, test is the main important part. Public. So wide drag and drop. So drag and drop test. Maybe I can write a drag and drop test keyword you add. Oh, what happened? It didn't end that. So what is the object you have to open the URL, right? Just take driver dot get the URL. So the URL is title close. Sorry. So this is the one, and you can identify this. Maybe you can use this title if you want. So I'll just use wait dot until expected conditions dot title is, and you can give the title. So again, I told you multiple times you are using this title, take into variable. That's the best thing you have to follow. All these best practices we need to follow. So I'll take into one variable, okay? I don't want a string, drag and drop title is, that is the one. So that even assertion also, I want to use the same. I'll use in the assertions also. Maybe I'll create a one test case. Actions will run methods also parallelly, okay? We'll run methods parallelly. So we'll see that because independent, right? So we can run methods parallelly. I'll show you that. So assert dot assert equals driver dot get title, comma, and this one. Next, I want to switch to the so you can switch to the iframe. So how can you switch to the iframe? You can write driver dot switch to method dot frame of the web element we have to give. So I'm going to give a web element here. That of frame web element you can give iframe, right? So one of the elements you identify, then you can get here iframe. You can see here class demo frame. So I can use a class object. So you can just write here itself web element by dot class name. We didn't use class name till now. Let me use the class name. Okay, done. So then identify the source element. So web element source equal to driver dot find element. So there is a ID for this source. This source element has ID. You can use ID. There is a ID draggable. You can use that. By dot ID. Just use ID. And same target element also you identify. So target element. So what is the target element address? Droppable. Just take that value. Droppable. And then source element, target element. Just you create object for actions class. Actions act equal to so new actions. So driver reference you can pass it. So then now you call act dot drag and drop. So pass the source element and target element. Sorry, comma. So that should be a comma. Dot perform method. So this is very important. So once it is done, automatically we have a, so this after class will run, it will run. But I'll change this class name. I will run, so another test case, another suit file I'll create. The suit file is parallel test ng. I'll just copy this. Let me copy and create here. Paste it here. Actions, I'll give a name, actions test ng. So here, the browser, I don't need these parameters because only one test. So as of now, the methods will run parallelly later. Okay, Chrome browser and parallel classes also none. As of now, none because we are not doing anything. So this class is drag and drop to do com dot actions dot you can put actions dot drag and drop. So we'll change this to basically the actions class. Okay, later if you are running multiple test cases, we can do that. Just right click, run as so this one. So it is missing 55 line. There is an issue. Extra. Okay. That's small mistakes. Typos. So extra bracket is there. Hmm. Something wrong. Still running. It will do. So expected a condition failed. Waiting for title. Drag and drop. Okay. So some mistake we did. So oh, sorry. We should not give in double quotes. The variable name I have given in double quotes. So that's why it is stopping here. It is looking for that. It is not there. That's why it is complaining. Okay, let's go. Should not know. It's very simple. We made a small mistake in the code. See, done. How quick it is, you can see that. So same thing, let me show you another 3 methods we can use. Instead of a drag and drop, I'll just use act dot click and hold the source element dot perform method. Same way, next step, move to element. You have to move element. You have to move the cursor there. tr dot perform. And next you release that, okay? Act dot release. So release method dot perform method. That's it. So this is another way also you can run instead of drag and drop. Basically in this method inside, they call these 3 methods. Okay, let's run this now. Done. It's very quicker, right? Same action it will perform. And you can try drag and drop by. Here we have in our, right? You can see the the code also I have given here, but you can do, but this is the different way we have done, and now different way we have done. Drag and drop by. So same, another method you can create quickly. So we have 1 minute. Let's go and create. I'll change this class name as a refactor actions uh, test. So I'll refactor and here also I'll change. Oh, it got changed automatically. Super. See, that's the advantage here. And you can create one more test. So this time the test is the URL will change. That's it. Drag and drop by. So this is the drag and drop by. So draggable. This is the draggable. DRAGGA. That's it. It's so easy. See, you don't need to change this code. And only you have a draggable and droppable won't be there. So you have to give X and Y coordinates. Drag and drop by. So you have to give what is drag and drop by. And X and Y coordinate you can pass. Here you can give X coordinates 120 and 150 like that.